Hi, this is GP here and welcome to the second episode of GP Ka Cat Funda, and today, like last time, we'll be looking at the DILR solution, but this time we are looking at DILR. Last time it was essentially QA that we are looking at. Okay, and I hope you have gone through the previous video, liked it, and also subscribed to the channel to ensure that you are completely in touch with what all I keep on sharing with you. Okay, now in the previous session, this is what we did. Okay, we looked at QA and looked at what are the various problem solving strategies and what are the DILR solutions or approaches which are available to us. Okay. Now, interestingly, many times people think that this works only in quant. I beg to differ. It works in DILR also. कोई फर्क नहीं है. Approach is the same is what you need to remember. Okay. And what we talked about, that you can plug in, you can use the options, you can instead of arithmetic use algebra or vice versa, identify patterns. All these things to some extent or the other will be useful in DILR as well. Okay. So, the principles are the same, and we'll see in this session how do we apply the same principles in DILR also. Okay. But before that, this is what you need to do. If you look at CAT 2021, 8 questions, 2 sets of 4 questions each. If you look at the paper of CAT 2021, there were 2 sets. Set 1 was 4 questions. Set 2 was again 4 questions. Set 3 was 6 questions and set 4 was 6 questions. Obviously, this set 1, 2, 3, 4 will vary from individual to individual. The important thing is there were 2 sets with 4 questions each and 2 sets with 6 questions each. And if you and typically across plots, these 2 were the easy sets. One of these was medium, one of these was difficult. So even if you did just the 2 easy sets in 40 minutes, spending almost 20 minutes per set of data, you would have got 8 correct answers and 24 marks, and you would have been at 95 percentile. Okay. So now this is what you need to remember. DILR is about selection of sets, and that is something that I have always maintained. And if you have looked at my other sessions, you will always find me talking about DILR in terms of choosing the right sets of data. Okay. And if you are able to do 8 plus 6, 14. 14 would have taken you beyond 99.5. It would have taken you to about 99.8, 99.9. And this is the critical part of DILR that you need to remember. Okay. Now, this is the usual approach for DILR for most of the students. Read the data set, create a table, solve the puzzle or do the or make the table completed, fill in the blanks, whatever. Go do the question and mark the answers. Extremely stupid approach. इससे बड़ी बेवकूफी की बात कोई नहीं है, for the simple reason. This is a paper which is MCQ. MCQ means choices are there, and choices means information. So this is an approach which I would not recommend at all. Yes, this is a good approach, but after that the sequence is incorrect, and that is what we'll look at doing. Okay. So the right way to look at DILR is, the basic principle is, you decide whether you will do the set or leave the set after reading the set. Spend a minute and a half going through the set of data, the information completely, and along with that, please don't forget to read the questions. Remember, MCQs give you information. MCQ give you some extra data, which you can, the choices will give you the data which you can use to fill up the table or come to the answers faster. Okay. And important, don't rush. Whether you are reading the data set or going through the questions or doing your calculation or doing your working board, whatever you are doing, don't rush, because if you are going to rush, it is going to be leading to errors. Remember, in 40 minutes, if you have to do 3 sets of data, you have about 12 to 13 minutes per set. So what is the big rush? Do 2 sets, 1 set of 4 plus 1 set of 6. And even if you spend 15 to 20 minutes per set of data, you will still get a 95 plus, if not a 97, 98 or 99. Okay. Your focus has to be on answering the question, not on filling up the table. And this is what I want you to remember. Most of the students focus on filling up the table. Why? Are you supposed to fill up the table, or is your job to answer the questions? You will answer the questions only if you have focused on reading the question and the choices also. So you need to know क्या पूछा गया है, so that you can start doing your calculation and working accordingly. Okay. And yes, as I said, the QA Jugaad principle we can apply here also, and this is what we'll do in the next few minutes. So now let's look at this CAT 2020 paper slot 3 question set. It had 6 questions, and this was considered to be a slightly difficult data set which took a lot of time, and we'll see how we can apply the principles of Jugaad in this particular data set. Okay, let's go through the data first. Okay, a farmer had rectangular land consisting of 205 trees. He distributed the land among his 4 daughters A, B, C and D by dividing the land into 12 plots along 3 rows XYZ and 4 columns. As shown in the figure below, I am sure there is no big deal about it. XYZ are the rows and the other 3 are the columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the columns. The plots in the rows XYZ contain mango, teak and pine trees. Okay, so XYZ contain mango, tree, teak and pine trees respectively. So row X has only mango, row Y has only teak and row Z has only pine trees. Each plot had trees in non-zero multiples of 3 and 4. Okay, so the number of trees in each row has to be a multiple of 3 or multiple of 4. Non-zero, that means 0 is ruled out. That means what are the number of trees which are going to be in each of these plots? It could be 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12 and so on and so forth. So all multiples of 3 and 4 is what we are looking at. Each daughter got an even number of plots. In the figure, the number mentioned on the top left hand corner of the plot is the number of trees. So this is the number of trees. These are the number of trees in each of these plots. While the letter at the bottom right corner is the first letter of the name of the daughter. So this is the name of the daughter. This is Veena. This is Abha. C is Chitra. Chitra, Abha. So we understand what this data is telling us. Okay. For example, Abha got plot in row X, row Y, column 1. Abha got row Y, column 1, which is this one. Okay. And containing 21 trees. Some information is given below. Okay, great. Now this is the information we have. What is the information we have been able to look at at this point of time? And I'm not worried about these 8 statements. We'll come to them a little later. The first thing is, these are 12 plots. Okay, row X has mango trees, row Y has teak trees, and row Z has pine trees. Okay, this is the name of the daughter or the first alphabet of the initial of the daughter who's got that particular plot, and this is the number of trees in each of the plot. Okay, this is what we have got so far. And yes, one important thing. The number of trees in each plot is either a multiple of 3 or a multiple of 4. The number of trees have to be a multiple of 3 or 4 in each plot, and yes, the total number of trees is 205. Okay, good. We have this much information. Next step, go to the questions. Okay, go to the question and see what is the question. What is it that the questions are asking? First question: how many mango trees are there? So what we need to find is the number of trees out here. Mango trees. Which of the following is the correct sequence of trees received by A, B, C, D in that order? This is a terrific question. This kind of question is very, very useful because this helps me get to the answer faster. It helps me filling up the table. If I get one item, supposing I find out that Abha or A has got certain number of trees, I can go to the choice and remove and eliminate the incorrect options. Now the interesting bit out here, if you look at it, all 4 choices have completely different numbers. So if I can identify that Abha got 50 or 44 or 54 or 60, I've got the answer. So what this question is telling me is that identify the number of trees with one of the 4 daughters. You have solved a significant amount of work in any case. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? Chitra, okay, pine trees are in this, so we'll need to find out. Chitra is definitely here, we need to find out, and any of these could also be Chitra. Who got the smallest number of trees? Which of the following statements is not true? Now this is a kind of question which people leave or they keep it for later. No. As and when you keep solving the data set, keep coming back to this particular question and keep eliminating choices. Supposing you find this is right. Okay, it's not true. Supposing you find this is right, and this is right. That means this will be wrong. So if you are able to eliminate choices as you go along, you will be able to fill up the table also and come to the answers faster, and which column had the highest number of trees. Now to me, I'm again repeating, the most important question out here is question number 2. This question will help me solve the data set faster than normal. Okay. Great. So let's start solving it. What is the information we have? First of all, the total number of trees was 205. So let me write down 205 here. Right? Which were the trees in X? Mango trees. This was teak and this was pine. Okay. Any other information given? All numbers, number of trees in each of these plots is a multiple of 3 or 4 is what I'll need to remember. Okay. Abha got 20 trees more than Chitra but 6 less than Deepti. So Abha got 20 more than Chitra, Chitra plus 20, and she also, but this is 6 less than Deepti. Right? Largest number of trees in a plot was 32, but it was not with Abha. Largest number of trees in a plot was 32. Abha is not one of them. Okay, so Abha did not get the 32 tree plot. Number of teak trees in column 3 was double that in column 2, but was half in column 4. Number of teak trees are column Y. The number of teak trees in column 3 is double of column 2. So if I say this is X, this will be 2X. Okay, but was half of column 4. 4X. Okay. Both Abha and Veena got higher number of plots than Deepti. Abha, Veena got higher number of plots than Deepti. Okay. Now, one of the information which was given, which I forgot to mention again and again so that you don't forget, was that the number of plots for each of the daughter was even. Okay. Just go back. Oops. Yeah. Each daughter got even number of plots. Okay. If each daughter has got even number of plots, what does that mean? That means if I look at the 4 daughters, 12 plots to be distributed among 4 children and each of them getting even plots, it could be 2, 2, 2, 4. 2, 2, 2, 6, I am sorry. 2, 2, 2, 6. What else could be there? 2, 2, and then it could be 4, 4. Okay. Can it be 1, 2 and the remaining 3? To be 1, 2 and then can it be 4, 4, 4? No. So there are only 2 cases which are possible. The only 2 cases possible in terms of number of plots are 2, 2, 2, 6 or 2, 2, 4, 4. Now let's come to this particular statement. Okay. Okay. Abha and Veena got higher plots than Deepti. What are the 2 cases which we are talking about? It could be 2, 2, 2, 6 or 2, 2, 4, 4. If Abha and Veena have to get higher number of plots as compared to Deepti, this case is not possible. Because in this case, 3 are getting the same number of plots and 1 is getting higher. Here it's saying 2 have to get higher. What does that mean? Abha and Veena are getting 4 plots each, while the remaining 2 daughters, Chitra and Deepti, will get 2 plots each. Okay. So let me just write it down so that we can, so the important thing out here, what I want to write down is, if I look at A, B, C, D, 4, 4, 2, 2. These are the number of plots. Only B, C and D got corner plots. Okay, we'll come back to this and use it when we need to. Deepti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. Okay, we'll come back to this also. Veena was the only one who got a plot in each row and each column. Okay, so Veena got a plot in each row and each column. So how many plots she has got? She's got 4. So can I say 1 plot in each column? Only then it will happen. So 1 plot in this column, second in this one, third in this one, third. She already has a plot out here. So obviously she cannot get a plot in column 1 at all. Okay. So first thing is, treat it like this particular statement like Sudoku, which means she'll get a plot in each row and each column. Each column she has to have 1 plot is something which is absolutely clear to us. Okay. We'll come back to this, however. Chitra and Deepti did not get plots which were adjacent to each other, either in row, column, diagonal. We'll come back to it. Okay. The number of mango trees was double the number of teak trees. Yes. Now, why have I left question statements 5, 6, 7, 8? Because I cannot directly take that data and enter into the table. I am looking for data which I can directly enter into the table to begin with, so that I can start filling up my table and come to the answers. Remember, what are the important questions we are looking at? We are looking at number of mango trees. We are looking at how many pine trees did Chitra get. that was the second question. No, that was the third question. And similarly, and then we are looking at the number of trees for any one of them. Okay, chalo, let's go back. Okay, now what is the, we know that the number of mango trees is double the number of teak trees. Okay, so how many teak trees are there? 4, 5, 6, 7x plus 21. This has to be 7x plus 21. Now, coming back to this, x can be only a multiple of 3 or 4. The number of plots in number of trees in each plot is either multiple of 3 or 4. So what is the minimum value of x which you can have? X can be 3. If x is 3, this becomes 3, 6, 12. Not possible. The number of plots is different in each of the, number of trees, sorry, is different in each of the plots. Hence, 3 cannot be there. So this is x, this is 2x, and this is 4x. Okay. So 3 is not possible. What about 4? 4 will mean 4, 8, 16. No overlap possible. Okay. Let's look at further. 6, 8. If it is 6, x is 6. 6, 12, 24. But 6 and 12, not possible. 8. Is 8 possible? No, 8 is not possible. Why? 8 for the 32. Okay. And we have been told that largest number of trees in plot was with Abha, was 32, and it was not with Abha. If this is 32, this becomes Abha. So not possible at all. So this is not going to be possible 8. Okay. So okay, what was this? This was x. I'll just write it down again. This was x, 2x, and 4x. Right. Now, the total number of trees is 205. Let me say hypothetically x is 8. This number. If x is 8, what will this become? 8 sevens are 56. 56 plus 21, 77. For x equal to 8. If this is 77, the number of mango trees is double, so this will come 154. What is the total number of trees in this case? More than 205. So what does that tell you? X cannot be more than 8. X has to be less than 8, and then the only possibility we have for x is x equal to 4. So x has to be equal to 4 is something that we have been able to establish. That means this should be 4, 8. Okay, let me write it down slightly. Let me take this pen. So if this is x, 2x, and 4x, this is 4, this is 8, this is 16. So what does the total number of trees become? 16, 8, 24, 24, and 4, 28, and 41, and 21, 49. This is 49 double, 98. Number of mango trees is 98, teak trees is 49. How much will be pine trees? 205 minus 98 minus 49. So 49 into 3, this is 147. So 53 plus 5, 58. Right? One question solved. How many mango trees were there in all? 98. Okay. Now, let's go further. Okay. Now, we need to look at pine trees for Chitra. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? And also look at Chitra has got how many plots? 2 plots. Both the plots are here. 1 and 1. No more plots for Chitra. Only 2 plots for Chitra. Okay. A, B, C, D, 4, 4, 2, 2. And in this plot, Chitra has got 12. If Chitra has got 12 out here, how many can Chitra get in this particular plot? In this plot, how many can Chitra get? If in X1 she's got 12, let's go to the choices. This is Chitra. In one plot, Chitra has got 30. In 2 plots, Chitra has got 30. This plot is 12. That means the remaining plot is going to be 30 minus 12, 18. 24 minus 12 will be 12. So, which is not possible because she cannot have this, no 2 plots have the same number of trees. Okay. And, okay, please tell me if this is 58, 29 and 8, 37. These two together will be 21. So, can I say Chitra will definitely have less than 21 trees, pine trees? The number of pine trees for Chitra will have to be less than 21. Right? If it is less than 21 and the total number of trees will be, with Chitra will be 21 plus 12, 33. So total for Chitra has to be less than 33 and total number of pine trees for Chitra will have to be less than 21. Go back to this. Not possible. Not possible. 2 questions solved. Okay. So if Chitra has got a total of 30 trees, what does that mean? If Chitra has got total of 30 trees, what does that mean? That means 12 trees out here, this has to be 18. If this is 18, this will be 3. Perfect. Go to the question again. How many pine trees did Chitra receive? She received 18 pine trees. Who got the plot with the smallest number of trees, and how many trees did that plot have? Beena, 3 pine trees. Now if you notice, we have answered 4 questions, and so far we have not even worried about half the statements. We have done the data set 4 out of 6 questions without even filling up the table, and that is the approach which you need to develop for DILR. Okay, let's go further. Which are the 2 questions left? Which of the following statements is not true? Let's go one by one. Chitra got 12 mango trees. Yes, Chitra got 12 mango trees, no issues at all. So that means this statement is correct. Deepti got 56 mango trees. Deepti, I don't know, so I will hold on with that. Third, Abha got 41 teak trees. Abha got 41 teak trees. She's got 16 and 21, 37. Can one of them be Abha? 16 and 21, 37. So this could also be Abha. If this is Abha, then it will be 41. If this is not Abha, that could be. But we don't know at this point of time. Beena got 32 pine trees. Let's see. Beena, pine trees are here. These are my pine trees. Beena has got 3 out here. If this is Beena, it will become 28 plus 3, 31. If this is Beena, it will become 9 plus 3, 12. If all 3 are Beena, it will be 28 plus 9 plus 3. Not possible. None of them is going to be correct. So Beena got 32 pine trees is incorrect, and hence this should be the answer. Okay. I hope this is clear that Beena getting 32 pine trees is definitely going to be the answer out here, because if you go back to this particular thing, Beena got 3 trees out here, and even if I forget the other statements, 28 plus 3 is 31, 9 plus 3 is 12, 28 plus 9 plus 3 is also not 32. So there's no way Beena can get 32 pine trees. 5 questions done. You can leave the set and move on also if you want now. But let's look at what does it told us. Chitra got 12 mango trees. It tells us that means this statement is correct, that Abha got 41 teak trees. Teak trees, Abha has got 16 and 21, 37. That means this will also be Abha. I hope this is clear. This will also be Abha, because as per this particular question, this statement 3 is correct. If statement 3 is correct, that means Abha has to get 41 trees. And if Abha has to get 41 trees, the only way it can happen is 16 plus 4 plus 21. Okay. Any other information? Yes, Deepti got 56 mango trees. Deepti gets 56 mango trees. Okay. Now, you remember Beena. Beena was supposed to be in each column and each row. Only one who got a plot in each row and each column. Now let's look at placing Beena correctly first. Okay. Let me just erase this thing so that it becomes slightly easier for you. Okay. Now, Beena, okay, hold on. This was 18. Okay. Now, Beena has to, Deepti has to get 56 mango trees, and we know Beena has to be there in each row and each column. In column 1, Beena is already there. In column 2, where can Beena come? Beena cannot come here. This is C. This is C. Beena cannot come here. This is A. So the only place where Beena can come is this one. So Beena should be here, right? And anything else? Okay, third column, where will Beena be? Okay, let's see. Beena has got only 3 pine trees, so these 2 cannot be Beena. Now there was one more thing out here. There was someone who got yes. Deepti got 2 adjoining plots in the same row. Okay, and she's got 56 mango trees. Deepti has got 56 mango trees. That means the only place Deepti can come are these 2, and the sum of these 2 will be 56. Okay. One question left, which we have to find out which column had the highest number of trees. Okay. Now start looking at these numbers again. Okay. Now these are total of 98. So what will this be? Okay. Yeah. What will this be? This will be 98 minus 12 minus 56. So 56 and 12 is 68. That means this is going to be 30. This is 30, okay? And so how many trees in column 1? 12, 21, 33, 36 trees out here. How many trees in column 2? 30, 34, 44, 52. Okay. Column 3 and column 4 is what we need to look at. Okay. Now, I'm not bothered about who has these trees. I think it is irrelevant for me. Only thing I'm interested in, number of trees. Okay. Now we know that the highest number of trees was 32. So that means, look at this table. 32 has to come somewhere. So what will this 56 be? It will be 32 plus 24. That is the only way it will fit in. Otherwise, none of the columns will have 32. If you look at all these columns, 32 is missing. Okay. So 32 plus 24. So what are the number of trees in the third column? 9 plus 8, 17 plus x. And this is 28 plus 16 is 44 plus y. Right? If I say this is x and this is y. Now what is the possible value for x? It is either 32 or 24. Even if this is 32, what will this become? 32 plus 17 becomes 49. So the maximum value here will be 49. And what will be the value here then? 42 plus 24, 68. That means column 4 will have the highest number of trees. Please notice, we have solved the set completely without even filling up the data. इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं, keep your focus on answering the question, not filling up the table. When you are focused on filling up the table, you waste such a huge amount of time that you end up under time pressure. Go to the questions, see what the questions are asking us, and this kind of question are something you cannot afford to miss out. These questions are something which you will definitely have to look at all the time, because these are the questions which will help you get to the answer faster. I think I'll erase this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I hope this process is clear. It is this process that you need to follow. Okay. Now, what are the learnings? First, something which I keep speaking again and again, don't worry about percentile, focus on marks. Marks is important. 95 percentile is not 95% marks. It is 24 marks. It is 8 questions. It is 2 sets in 40 minutes. 2 sets of 4 questions each. If you are able to do 2 sets of 4 and 6, 10 questions, you will be 97, 98 percentile. Next thing, decide whether you want to attempt the set after reading the set. And what does reading involve? Reading the set involves reading the data and the questions and the choices. If you have missed on any of them, you have done incomplete work. Okay. And finally, yeah, आंसर करना है, टेबल भरने का काम नहीं है हमारा. Your job is to answer the question and not to fill up the table. In the process of answering the question, the table gets filled up, great. Okay. And finally, what we have just done, these jugaad skills is something you need to develop. So my suggestion to you is that subscribe to this channel, click on the like button, make sure you are in touch with us throughout your CAT preparation, and you will be able to do much better than what you normally do, because this is something that only we teach you, no one else talks about this. Okay. So that's it from my side. All the best. We'll meet again in the next session.